There we go. It should be recording now. Hey guys, what's going on? I have another review for you today, but before I get to that review, I actually got two new fragrances I'm going to show you for future reviews. First one I'll show you, this is the 100 milliliter bottle of Burberry's Touch, which so far, my impression of this, my buddy Tyler actually recommended this to me. It's pretty interesting. It's definitely not something you smell very often, so it gets an A+ for the unique category, and then an Emporio Armani fragrance, Emporio Armani Diamonds. Let me first say, this is 10 times better than Emporio Armani Remix. I actually did a review for this like almost a year ago, but I'll be doing another one since I've got the fragrance now. The other one was just a review off of a few wearings, but looking forward to a review on that. It's one of the Armanis that does pretty well on my skin, but the fragrance I have for you today is Dolce & Gabbana's The One. Right here, this is Dolce & Gabbana's newest fragrance for men. They did make this little fragrance set where, I'm sure you guys have seen it before, where you can kind of make your own fragrance, but honestly a lot of this stuff just seems really watered down. You don't get to play with the pure parfum versions. But that's a whole nother story, and let's get to this review. Okay, as far as the notes in Dolce & Gabbana, I don't have a computer in front of me, so I'm going just off the top of my head for memory. Okay, the notes start off with grapefruit, coriander, and basil. Then the heart notes, or the middle notes, are ginger, orange blossom, and coriander. Then the base or the bottom notes, they finish off with cedarwood, amber, and tobacco. Alright? First thing I'll tell you about this fragrance is, this fragrance isn't really one for daily wear. It comes off a little bit strong and a little bit sweet, but even though versatility of it might not be as well as, say, a much lighter fragrance, this fragrance really shines. If you're going out, if you're having a night at the town, if you're going to the club, this fragrance will impress a lot of people. As far as how the top of Dolce & Gabbana's The One starts out, even though it has that grapefruit, coriander, and basil in it, don't really get too much of the coriander or the grapefruit. The grapefruit actually comes off very similar to almost a candied orange. So just think of a kind of just like a sweet orange, which is actually even a little bit floral. So the top comes off as a sweet floral orange. But the nice thing about this fragrance is that it is a little bit of development in it. It's not super linear. After you do get that sweet orange, for probably about the first hour or two, it does start to go into more the middle of fragrance. And that sweet orange starts to tone down, but actually what starts to pump up a little bit is that ginger and orange blossom accord, and that's where it really gets florals from the orange blossom. But I'm a big fan of ginger when ginger's done well, and ginger in this fragrance is done pretty well. It may not be Gucci's Envy, but this I actually think that people might like a little more than Gucci's Envy. But as far as the base or bottom of this, you definitely do get almost that sweet tobacco. The ginger still lingers kind of underneath the fragrance, but the amber, the tobacco, as far as the cedarwood, this isn't really too woodsy of a fragrance. You mainly get that pretty much just that amber, tobacco, and musk fragrance. So really, at top, like I said, we're looking at kind of that sweet orange. The heart starts to get a little floral with that orange blossom. Still kind of maintains a little bit of that sweetness from the orange though, and gets a little bit of character from ginger. Then you go to a sweet, ambery tobacco musk. Now this one is called The One, and you have to have some guts to name a fragrance The One. And Dolce & Gabbana definitely put some work into this fragrance. This uses pretty high quality ingredients. It doesn't smell cheap in the least, and you can actually see the bottle presentation is very, very nice as well. This is actually a 1.7 ounce. The 1.7 ounce or the 3.4 ounce would be great, but like I said, I wouldn't really wear this for daily wear. This actually made my top winter video and my top most complimented fragrance video, and that's where this fragrance will really shine. There's not too many fragrances out that come off as just that sweet orange, you could say. So this fragrance does get a pretty nice grade for being unique, something a little bit different. If you like ginger, try this one out. If you like fragrances, this one is very hard to dislike, and women will love this fragrance. I get comments on this fragrance almost every time I wear it if I'm going out. But to apply this one, longevity on it's actually pretty good. I always get at least 6 hours on this, anywhere from probably 6 to 9 or 10 hours to apply this one, because it is a little bit stronger, a little bit thicker. It doesn't have quite the projection of its brother, Dolce & Gabbana's Pour Homme, which has been around forever, which is still a great fragrance. Just take one spray, spray it on the neck, one spray on each wrist, and you should be just fine. If it's a little sweet for you to spray it on the neck, like if it will start to become cloying to you, I don't really think it should, because it's sweet, but it's not like Yop sweet, or like a Roca Man sweet, or any of the other super sweet fragrances, Paco Rabanne's 1 Million. I think it kind of walks the line of being too sweet, but it does get a load of compliments. I highly recommend this one, and I'm rating this one an 8.5 out of 10. This, in my opinion, is one of Dolce & Gabbana's best fragrances. It does come at a little bit of a price tag, but I think this one's well worth it if you're looking for something to go out into town, if you're looking for something to really get an impression, and if you're looking for something that a lot of ladies really seem to like. You probably won't go wrong with Dolce & Gabbana's the one. So like I said, an 8.5 out of 10, guys. But yeah, definitely always rate, comment, subscribe my videos. And if you're looking for Dolce & Gabbana's the one, I wouldn't really get it at a JCPenney's or a Sephora, because they mark up their fragrances because they're in-store. You can try getting it at FragranceNet. I actually have a coupon code over there, Tim9, that'll give you an extra 10% off. And in turn, if you use that particular coupon code, it helps me be able to do more fragrance reviews. But yeah, I definitely hope you guys enjoyed the video on Dolce & Gabbana's the one. If you haven't smelled this, smell this one out. You can try it almost anywhere, because I really think you'll like it. But yeah, you guys have a great one, and I'll shut off the camera now, I guess. Alright, see you later, guys. Bye.